So guys, this whole video was shot on just the Samsung Galaxy S8 and with a gimbal attached. So in this video on the next, we're going to be checking out two different gimbals. The first being the Zhiyun Smooth 4 on Android devices especially. And I'll tell you how well this is connected on the software side to an Android versus an iOS device. So let's check that out. The Zhiyun Smooth 4 retails for about 11,999 INR or $139, but I got this on a lightning deal on Amazon and I will leave the links where you can get some discounts, so check that out. The Smooth 4 comes in one color of black and the packaging is similar to most of the gimbals out there. It comes in this cardboard box. Opening that, you get an Android compatibility guide, shows which all phone models are compatible and the issues currently present on the app, and a manual is also present. You also get a thermocol carry case which is of a very good quality and it opens up like a book and also has some kind of a lock to keep it in place. Inside you get the Smooth 4, a mini tripod stand which is a real nice addition, and it's made of good quality plastic and has rubber feet too. Installing is real simple. You get a 1/4 inch screw at the bottom. You just need to screw that in and that's pretty much it. Also you get a Type-C charging cable for the gimbal. The gimbal charging port is here and charges pretty quick in about 4 hours. And also there's a micro USB charge port at the back to charge your phones on the go. Now this is pretty much useless because in my region there are no micro USB to Type-C or micro USB cables available, and the ones available to import are pretty costly. This is really stupid. They could have just provided a standard USB port to charge. Now let's take a look at the Smooth 4. It's made of metal and plastic, aluminum mostly on the gimbal and plastic on the handle. It has 2000 mAh lithium ion non-removable battery and is rated to give about 12 hours of battery time. For me it came close to 10 hours, but even that's really good. It weighs close to 550 grams, which is a decent weight, and on top you get the phone holder clip. This is an expandable spring clip. Just slot in the phone either on landscape or even portrait mode by unscrewing the thread at the back and rotating the clip, and then slot the phone in portrait mode. The Smooth 4 can hold up to 210 grams, which is really good. First you need to update your gimbal firmware before using it. Check the links below and download them, and follow the instructions on the website to get the most recent ones. Now before using it, ensure you balance the gimbal. Balancing is simple. Just use the screws at the back to loosen this extension and slide it till you get the phone balanced. To check if your phone is balanced, just swivel the phone, and if it doesn't sway and stay balanced like you see here, you are good to go. Once this is done, just use the power button to switch on the gimbal. Once on, it will start stabilizing the phone. Also download the ZY Play app from the Play Store or App Store and open it and register. Once done, click on the connect button and click on the Zhiyun Smooth 4 in the options and you're good to go. Let's look at all the available modes. First is the pan follow mode. In this mode, the camera will follow all your movements but not the tilt. And if you switch it to lock mode, it will stay locked. No matter what movement you do, it will stay in that position. Now there are two trigger buttons at the back which works on whatever mode you are in currently until you keep it pressed. First is the bottom trigger. By pressing that, it changes to full follow mode, which means it will tilt and pan based on how you move. The top trigger is a phone go mode, which is to move the phone at speed, basically for sport or fast transitions. Now let's take a look at the other controls and software on Android. This wheel on the sides here allows you to either control the zoom or focus easily, but it really stutters on Android. It's not fluid at all. To switch from zoom to focus, just use this button on the left. Now on the front you have multiple buttons. First the menu button. This brings up the menu on this app. Now you get the display button, which basically toggles the on-screen display of the info, and then you have a scroll wheel which allows you to scroll through the menu by rotating it, and also the buttons to toggle front and rear camera on the left. Top button lets you change the quality of video or photo, and the bottom to view the videos or photo that have been shot, and the right button to change exposure. And then you have two buttons at the bottom to shoot video or click a photo. Now all these functions do work on Android in terms of opening a specific action, but now let's take a look at all the modes that are available in the software. First you get a default 180-degree pano, 3x3 pano. For both these pano modes, you just have to place the gimbal on a steady surface and click on the photo button and the gimbal will do the rest. The quality is pretty good, and even on Android it uses the camera optics very well. Now next you go to the slow-mo. The slow-mo really doesn't work that well on the ZY Play app. It stutters a lot. Now I shot a slow-mo on the Samsung's internal camera app, and this is how good the quality is. Next, the time-lapse and motion time-lapse modes. Now both these have a plenty of manual controls. In the motion time-lapse specifically, you get to set roll control, autofocus, etc., and you can save it for future use. The quality, however, was not so great. There was a lot of stutter and the video was not so fluid like you see here. I did try plenty of times and even on an OnePlus 5T to see if it was my phone, but it doesn't work. Finally, getting to the vertigo mode, this is the only mode that works with Android. Basically, you can get these movie type shots where the object in the center stays, but the background enlarges and keeps getting bigger. This again has a lot of options. You can basically save the profile for future use, walk forward while zooming out, or walk backwards while zooming in to get this effect. This looks cool and gives you a real good composition to your shots. Next, you also get other settings like change in flash timer, HDR mode, white balance change, resolution change, but all the resolutions on Android is just 30 FPS, which is a letdown. Scene options for walking or sports. Finally, a setting button where you can change the video quality, image stabilization, grid, camera modes, and then on the general you get the software version and the device name. There's also an object tracking to use that you can use on the main screen. There is a button on the left bottom corner. Click that and now you're in object tracking mode. Just drag and drop on any object that you want to track. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on Android devices. I mean, even for a few minutes it can barely track anything and just keeps getting lost most of the time. You must check out the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 review. You can check the top right corner for that video. Once it's uploaded, I will update the links, which has the near perfect software for use on Android devices. Now let's take a look at some of the shots on the Zhiyun Smooth 4 and see how the stabilization is. For you to see walking and running shots, it does a real good job in stabilization. Although I have shot this footage on the stock camera app, and with the help of an extender, I just used a tripod to convert that one to a monopod and attach that to get these crane shots and also these low to the ground shots. One good thing is you can use this gimbal even upside down to get these awesome low angle shots. Overall, I like the stabilization, but the software really sucks big time. I'd rather pick this if I had an iPhone and not an Android phone. You also cannot use action cameras effectively on this because there is no joystick to really control time lapse or other movements easily. I'll also leave all the stock footage in the links. If you want them, leave a comment below. So guys, did you like the Zhiyun Smooth 4 gimbal? Do you have any suggestions, any comments on the Zhiyun Smooth 4? Tell me in the comment sections below. And also do let us know what kind of gimbals or any specific accessories you use to get this awesome footage on just your Android or any mobile phone. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more such geeky videos. This is Bharat and peace out.